in all of your leadership roles, from founding companies, selling companies, being fired from a company, what leadership ideas can you extract from that for others?
I can boil it down to one liner. The best leaders are who are enablers. Because the leaders most successful leaders shows a path that other people can follow. They give people tools. They give people technology. They give people methods, whatever it is, and it's not dependent on the leader. When the leader becomes in love with themselves and they think that an organization, a country, whatever, cannot survive without them, then you're creating a cult. You're not really enabling, right? So you may be inspired. Inspiration goes only so far. The leader's job is to enable others so that they can live up to their potential and do better than what they think they could, right? Meaning the people that you're trying to lead. It's not that, it's not like holding their hands every step of the way. If you're doing that, then you're just creating bunch of followers, not leaders.
There's also a different kind of enabler. You could be enabling people when they shouldn't be enabled in something,
Sure.
but you're talking about it from the perspective of getting them to be able to do it on their own self-leadership.
Yeah, look, we talk about sustainability a lot, right? I mean, we've been talking about this for last 20 years, right? So, and it's in the context of organization, it's in the context of, the nature, the climate, all sorts of things, right? And there's all sorts of debate. But, it actually goes beyond that, right? Because you have to create an environment that regenerates itself, right? So how do you create regenerative organization if you're not enabling them with thinking patterns? Because, it's really a question of dealing with the unknown of the unknown, right? Because what we know today is not going to be true tomorrow. So how do you teach people and give them tools that they can deal with something that we don't even know what that is? And from a timing perspective, this has never been more important time now, than now, to be able to have that element. Because you talk about AI, right? I mean, we don't know what's going to happen 3 years from now. Not just AI. Look at the geopolitical unrest. Look at the economy. Look at all kind of shift that's happening in all demographic shift, climate shift, all cultural shift, right? So these are a lot of unknowns. So in uncertain time, if leaders don't enable an organization or whatever they're leading, that becomes builds this mindset of regeneration and enabled by pattern, methods, tools that allows them to deal with the unknown, then you're really not leading.